Selecting a master's degree program could be quite daunting. Whether you are planning for an online program or an offline program, the answers and the potential options are quite endless. So, what would be the best approach to narrowing down your options and making the right choice? Now, in this current video, I'm going to walk you through the ideal process that you should be following, in my opinion, to help you make the right selection. So at this current point, make sure that you smash that like and subscribe button for future updates that will surely help you at your own educational and professional growth. So let's kick things off. Applying for a master's program, the first thing to keep in mind is what is the discipline or the focus of the master's degree. Now, what I would recommend normally is you finish your bachelor's, start working for a couple of years to help you understand the market better, then pick a master's degree if you're interested. Now, when you are taking a look at the master's discipline, the driving mechanism is quite different. You could be either quite fixated on a certain discipline that you would like to go for, or you are still in the research phase. Take your time, don't rush. Make sure that you give yourself adequate period of time to actually analyze the various programs and what would be a best fit for you, whether based on interest, based on your career, or based on your skills. That being said, key take number one is to actually research the discipline that you would like to go for and give yourself sufficient time. Then the key important point to keep in mind is your local jurisdiction. If you are residing in a certain country, certain countries, they have certain educational requirements, whether it's a Ministry of Education, whether it's an educational body, whatever it is. The entity concerned with attestation of your degree, your bachelor's, master's, PhD, they do have a list of approved universities, approved programs internationally, in which if you go for those programs, your degree is accepted within your country and jurisdiction. I've often seen this where you do have candidates go for a master's program, study abroad for 1 to 2 years, come back to their home country to find out that their degree is not attested or rejected completely. So to avoid that hassle, you should start things off properly. Like I've mentioned, this video will help you do so. Take a look at your jurisdiction's website, visit them, ask them for a list of the approved master's degree program within the country or the region or abroad. This will save you a lot of time and effort. Then, that being said, take a look at the ranking of the programs. Every single university across the globe, if it's quite known, very popular, solid programs, they do have international rankings. If the ranking is high, it means the program is way more credible compared to other rankings which are quite low. And this will be provided to you again based on some countries, regions, jurisdictions by the educational entity responsible within the region. They do have a list for the universities and the rankings. So you've established the discipline, you've taken a look at the list of approved master's programs offered by various universities, you've picked a university with a higher ranking. Now what you should be doing, obviously, take a look at your budget. Are you able to afford for such a program, and what are you able to afford? So have a clear budget. How much are you willing to spend for the master's degree program, and start narrowing down your choices. You have a list, accredited, approved, high-ranking universities, but every single one of them, they do have their own tuition fees, they do have their own financial requirements and obligations that the students should be fulfilling. So not everyone is able to go for certain levels of programs financially. So pick a budget, make sure that you're quite comfortable with the budget and you're able to pay for the program based on that list, keeping in mind that you can apply for scholarships, apply for various sports scholarships, which will help facilitate the enrollment process, especially if you have high grades, high GPA. You do have what we call as merit scholarship, which will help reduce your enrollment fees because of your academic standing. Then what you need to keep in mind is the time frame. Are you going to go for full-time enrollment where you are going to be part of a presence, a campus online for a period of 1 to 2 years, or you're planning on having a master's degree part-time, whether you're going to go for weekend classes, evening classes, 1 to 2 years. This is very important. pick a program which matches your preferences, because this will determine whether or not you will be able to complete that program. Now, at this current point, these are key important steps that you should be taking as part of your master's degree evaluation process. Go through this video again, write them down. These are very, very essential. Don't skip one of them, because the success rate for enrollment for your master's degree program and actually completing the program, especially if you are a working professional, depends heavily on those steps. Now, we've received multiple comments, we've received multiple emails from members of our community across the globe asking for guidance on the various master's degrees program, what is the best choice, and all of these relevant details. And obviously, we do provide support for our candidates. We provide support for our global community of professionals and students equally. Feel free to send us an email. I'm going to leave the details in the video description, including your discipline of choice, the budget that you have, all of these requirements. When are you planning on joining? Any programs to keep in mind, any geographic locations. And we do have our own partnerships with global institutes who facilitate the process for students to select the right master's degree program for them, keeping in mind that the consultations done through our partnerships are for free. They will help you make the right choice, pick the right university, support you with the application process, support you with securing the transition to that university for free. So hopefully this will help you out. Like I've mentioned, drop us an email with all of these requirements. Make sure that you mention your full name. You're going to be mentioning your budget. You're going to be mentioning the country that you're going to be or planning on studying in, and when would you be joining or planning on joining the master's degree program. And from our end, since we help and support professionals and students across the globe, we'll pass on these requirements to our fellow partners on that sense, and they will reach out to you and help guide you, like I've mentioned, free of cost at this current point in time. So hopefully you find that helpful and beneficial. Make sure that you smash the like and the subscribe button. If you're interested in professional growth and educational growth, then this channel is definitely for you. And I look forward to having you as a member of our community. Till the next video.